iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Motorsports and racing cars is a big part of the heritage here at G-Stone Motors. Todd and I have been racing each other for years. I love the one-on-one competition. It comes bottom line, we're all behind each other and support each other with everything we do. I think that says a lot about our company's culture. I'm Vince Quinville, Service Manager at G-Stone Motors.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans, to the Lernerville Speedway here. We're back in Pennsylvania. It's the third time we've come here to the fine track here at Lernerville. First time we stopped here, well, it was open to open up the season, and it was Anthony Morano that went to Victory Lane. Then, well, it was Damian Ward back in January that went to Victory Lane. And now, with our final stop here, it all comes down with just 3 races left in the season. Here, then Volusia, then Charlotte. And the points championship gap between the top two, 34 points. Damian Ward has a 34-point lead over Anthony Morano coming into the night, with Anthony Roselli just back there, 9 points back, nipping on the heels of Morano. Then C.J. LeVere, well, he's sitting 4th. He's got a 20-point lead over Dean Reynolds, who is sitting 5th in the championship standings. We're going to keep a close eye on Damian Ward and Anthony Morano coming into the night because, well, if you look at the feature and how they break down, 60 points to win the feature. It's heads-up points here on a Tuesday night. 60 points to win. Second place, 56 points. Third is 54, 2 points on, so on down and forth through the point standings. Looking at tonight, 16 drivers are logged in, so the minimum points you can get here tonight at Lernerville, 24 points. So 24 points to finish back into the 16th position here tonight. Yeah. Looking at that, you could make up that ground here tonight if Ward finished last and Morano finished P1. But we're going to have to see because, well, I'm looking at the qualifying efforts here tonight, and the driver that's going to pick up that Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering Quick Time Award here tonight is going to go to the driver that has the top spot in the championship standings. So Damian Ward will take the top spot in our qualifying session. Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering Quick Time Award tonight going back to Damian Ward. This is his 5th, Quick Time Award this season. So he'll get the $5 iRacing credits from our friends over at Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering here tonight. And coming up next here tonight, it is our G-Stone Motors heat races here tonight. 2 of them on the docket, and we're coming to take them right now. Starting on the front row here, heat race number 1, the driver of the 11D here tonight, Kelly Wheeler, will start P1. To the outside of row number 1 will be the 03 here tonight, Season 1's champion, that'll be Speedy Percent. How about the Full Throttle Motorsports 007? It's the Special Agent Bachman entry here tonight. Samuel Bachman will start P3. And then due to the invert, he set the quick time, but the number 32 here tonight of Damian Ward will start back into the 4th spot. And how about Jeff Sharp? He'll start into the 5th spot. Logan Wentz will start in 6th. Mike Brewer's back here in car number 39. He'll start into the 7th spot. And Brandon Guerin in car number 4 will start shotgun to the field. That's our starting lineup here tonight for heat race number 1, brought to us by our friends over at G-Stone Motors. They have the Ford that you need to keep your race car headed to the racetrack. Coming to take the green flag. Green flag is up. Put 8 laps on the board. Here we come. They thought about taking it 3 wide off the jump there, but they elected not to for the race lead. Look at Speedy. He's out front. The battle is for second, though, with Wheeler to the bottom side. In the 11 entry, that was Damian Ward. To the outside, new paint scheme on the number 32 here tonight. I think he's trying to be Dean Reynolds and picking up all sorts of colors and paint schemes. So Speedy's out front, but he's got a lot of takers. Look at the battle down the back straight away. It was a great run, though, that time off the middle section there of turn numbers 1 and 2 there for Speedy Percent. We'll see if he can do it. Look at the big freight train to the top side of the speedway. That number 32 of Damian Ward got a really good run that time off 3 and 4. He'll pull even with Kelly Wheeler. Wheeler starting to lose the back end of the number 03 of Speedy Percent. This time they had 5 to go. It'll be 4 to go this time by at the line. Here they come, storing right at us. Bachman utilizing the outside also. Everybody single file this time down to the 3, but look at Damian Ward working the outside to perfection. He has second. Now with 3 laps to go, we'll go to the bottom side here. Bottom side, half a slider. Not going to quite be able to clear that 0-3. Looked like he was throwing a little bit of a safety slider there for the number 32 of Damian Ward down in 1 and 2, and it didn't stick, so now the old popsicle stick's going up. Speedy trying to speed back her out here and pick up the victory, and his fans are out there cheering him on here tonight at Lernerville. White flag will fly this time by. White flag for Speedy Percent. There's the battle. Who will pick it up as they work down the back straightaway one final time? Where is Speedy going to go? He'll go middle lane. Oh, Damian Ward tried to full send. It will be Speedy Percent across the line. So it'll be Speedy Percent, Kelly Wheeler, Ward, Bachman, Wentz, Brewer all across the line is how they come for heat race number 1. Another one, though, of these G-Stone Motors heat races coming right at us. Starting on the front row for this one, it'll be the driver out of Pennsylvania driving the 555's entry, Harold Klopp. There in car number 555, and then it'll be Anthony Morano in car number 32. How about Anthony Roselli? A lot of Pennsylvania drivers working this one. There is that the number 7, of Roselli. He'll start back in P number 3. How about the Dig Racing Shocks, number 57 of Daniel Smith? He'll go from the 4th starting spot. And how about the Super Dirt Car Series number 79 of Dean Reynolds? He'll start in 5th. John Morano back behind the wheel of car number 33 here tonight. He'll start back into the 6th starting spot. 7th will be Rob Lowell in the Wolfpack Racing G-Stone Motors number 21. And how about Steven Brissett? He'll start in P number 8. Steven is here tonight. Usually Steven logs in and then we don't get to see him actually pilot that car. He's here tonight. Put 8 laps on the board and see who can pick up the spots here tonight. Great start by the outside. That Smurf machine. Uh-oh, hang on to her. The number 555 working up the Speedway a little bit. Look at Roselli go to the bottom side, though. We've seen a little bit of this track working all over, inside, middle, and to the outside. We've seen the advantages to all the racing grooves here tonight at Lernerville. All cars to qualify. Uh-oh, one of them going to get turned around. Daniel Smith turned around off the bumper of the 79 car of Dean Reynolds. Everybody kept it going. Smith even turned it back around. He did a 360. No kick flip, race fans. No kick flip there for Smith, but he kept it going. Battle back here, back towards the front of the field. That's the Morano Racing number 33 of John Morano. Out front it is Anthony Morano. Then it's Anthony Roselli. There's the 555. Harold working the outside of the Speedway down in turns 3 and 4. Well, driving the number 555 is able to hold off John Morano. They're going to see 3 laps to go when they come by the flag stand this time on the front straightaway. Dean Reynolds back here working into the territory of Rob Lowell. There's the G-Stone Motors, number 21 for Rob Lowell. Rob currently sitting back into the 7th position. It's right where he started this heat race. He was involved in that little bit of a tangle down on 3 and 4. Well, Scott, I think he was taking a little more than a bite of his Fiber 1 bar. Do they even still make the Fiber 1 bars? Either way, the white flag is up, and we're going to find out right here, because here comes Anthony Morano. He has led it since turn number 1 here of heat race number 2. Morano coming across. It'll be Morano, Roselli, Klump, Morano, Brissett, Reynolds. And I'm not talking about the Reynolds wrap either. Lowell and Smith is how they walk him across here. So Morano picking up another heat race here win. That's going to wrap up our heat races here tonight at Lernerville. Our G-Stone Motors heat races in the books, with Speedy Brissett taking heat race number 1, Anthony Morano taking heat race number 2. So that leaves us with a 40-lap feature event coming up here in just a couple of moments. But race fans, while we're away listening to those national anthems here tonight, you know what you should do? You should head over to G-Stone Motors and take a look at the inventory that our friends have up there in Middlebury, Vermont. There is no place like going to Middlebury, Vermont and visiting our friends at G-Stone Motors. They have the Ford that you need. We'll be right back here, though, to Lernerville for that feature race in just a couple of moments.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and their
G-Stone Motors, our customers know the value of hard work. So we work hard to find them the right vehicle. G-Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back here to Lernerville. Race fans ready to go racing as these drivers work the track in just a little more before our feature 40-lap event here tonight. 16 drivers took to qualifying, 16 drivers took to our heat races, and, well, the Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering Quick Time Award here tonight going to Damian Ward, and those G-Stone Motors heat races went to Speedy Brissett along with Anthony Morano. We'll see where they all funnel in here in just a couple of moments. And, well, we're going to see 40 laps of feature racing here. Just 3 races left, 3 features left here tonight at Lernerville, Volusia, and Charlotte. And it's still Ward and Morano. And, well, Roselli is just there on the outside looking in to see if he can throw his helmet into the ring here towards the end of the season. But it is time now to go trackside here tonight for that starting lineup here. And let's kick things off. Your starting lineup looks like this here tonight for your 40-lap feature event. Starting on the front row, last season's champion out of New York, driving the 03 here tonight. That'll be Speedy Brissett. To the outside of him, the driver of the Full Throttle Motorsports number 32, that'll be Anthony Morano. Back in P number 3, then car number 11D, that'll be Kelly Wheeler. And how about the driver out of Pennsylvania? The number 7, that'll be Anthony Roselli. And the man that picked up the Fast Time Award here tonight, the car number 32 out of New York, that'll be Damian Ward. And how about the 555 entry, the driver out of Pennsylvania? Harold Klump and car number 555s will start back into the 6th spot. And then it's the 007 entry, the Full Throttle Motorsports 007 of Sam Bachman and John Morano. And the Morano Racing number 33 will start in 8th. The Morano Racing number 18 of Logan Wentz will start from the 9th starting spot here tonight. And how about it's the number 59. That'll be Steven Brissett of the Brissett Racing Stables entries. He'll start back into the 10th spot. How about another driver out of Pennsylvania, the posse here tonight, car number 39. That'll be Mike Brewer. Back into the, that's the 12th starting spot here tonight for him. Car number 79 out of North Syracuse, New York, the Super Dirt Car Series Full Throttle entry. That'll be Dean Reynolds. Back into 13th then, the Thunder Ridge Racing number 28 out of New York. That'll be Jeff Sharp. And how about Wolfpack Racing, the G-Stone Motors number 21 of Rob Lowell. He'll go from the 14th starting spot here tonight. And starting into the 15th starting spot, the 04 here tonight. That'll be Brandon Guerin, and shotgun to the field. It's the Dig Racing Shocks, number 57. That'll be Daniel Smith out of New York here tonight. That's our starting lineup brought to us by our friends over at G-Stone Motors. The 802 iRacing League G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series about to go green flag racing here tonight, race fan. 16 of the best dirt racers here on iRacing will bring us out of turn number 4. The green flag for 40 laps here at Lernerville is up. Great start by Brissett to the inside, but an even better start to the Smurf machine to the outside. The Full Throttle Motorsports number 32, Anthony Morano trying to take the spot. He will lead lap number 1 here tonight of our feature. It will go to the 32 of Morano, but Brissett still down on the bottom side. Now Anthony Roselli closing in the outside, looking like it is rolling just fine here for Anthony Morano. Brissett will kind of sneak up in there, but a little contact towards the back. The other Brissett, that'll be Steven Brissett, was in a little contact there as John Morano was gathering it up. Now Brissett will be 3 wide. He's got Reynolds to the inside of him, and then that will be Jeff Sharp down to the bottom side. Brissett going to lose 2 spots in that exchange. 2 for 1 down there in turns 3 and 4 for the number 59 of Brissett, falling back to 12th. Sharp and Reynolds still running side by side. Brissett now taking a peek to the middle groove there. Here comes the G-Stone Motors number 21. That'll be Rob Lowell. He's going to rip the lip. And he'll give, hold on to her. Hold on to her. Gave a little bit of a shot in the shorts there to the number 59 of Steven Brissett. Was able to hold on to her. 3 wide a little bit farther up. That's the 11D of Wheeler. That was Wentz and Bachman that were all 3 wide. There's Mike Brewer there, car number 15. If you're following along on screen, transponder number 39 on our scoring for Brewer. He was in the mix there. Roselli will hold on to the 4th spot right now with the caution lights will come on for the first time here tonight. Rob Lowell looks like he has had some problems as his car has already been taken off the speedway. So the first time the iRacing.com pace truck will make its way onto the racing surface here tonight on lap number 7. Everybody chasing Anthony Morano. We will jump back here, though, and take it a look. Oh, Rob Lowell just jumping up over the cushion. And you can see already quick, right back to pit road he goes. Let's see if we can follow along. On board our G-Stone Motors onboard camera. There you saw it. Real quick and simple there for Rob Lowell. That's what's going to bring out the caution flag. So the first caution flag here tonight. Last time we were here, it was a, well, green all the way to checker run here at Lernerville. This track can play a little bit of tricks on these drivers because, as you notice, that outside wall, it is not there down in 1 and 2. It's not there in 3 and 4. The only place the outside wall is here at this speedway is right there on the front straightaway. It consists of a little bit of jersey barriers, a little bit of guardrails. They do have the jersey barriers around the inside, but let me tell you, if you get down to the inside of those jersey barriers, let me tell you, you may have you messed it up a little bit. Looks like the lights on the iRacing.com pace truck are off. Maybe we should trade that Silverado in for one of those Fords over there at G-Stone Motors. Either way, it'll be Morano and Brissett back to the gas pedal. Here we come, and they're going to be looking 3 wide to see if they can get around Brissett. Brissett going to throw it down here, though. He's got Roselli to the outside. We saw him lose the race lead on the opening laps there to Morano, who's able to rip and roar the outside lane. Speedy going to tiptoe down around the bottom side. Look at Mike Brewer. He's going even lower down there. Brewer still down to the inside. The only driver that's touching the, well, we'll call it the grass down there. Look at him. Puts that left front there and hikes it up. They were 4 wide momentarily through the center of 3 and 4. They put it down to just 3 wide. Now they're 2 wide. Here comes Brewer. Brewer getting a great run down to the bottom side of the speedway. Almost 4 wide racing down the straightaway. Now look, there goes the number 32 of Damian Ward. He's going to try and slide. Oh, Brissett going to be into the wall. Speedy Brissett into the wall that time out of turn number 4. He'll lose a handful of spots. Brissett going to go from running 3rd all the way back to the 6th position, and he may not be done. He's finally up to the outside lane, though. He's following the number 18 of Logan Wentz down to the inside. That's going to be the 555s. That's Harold there in the 555s entry, and it looks like Speedy Brissett going to lose another one. That car fading here now, not quite to the halfway point in this one here tonight, and Speedy Brissett has lost a handful of spots. Don't look now. I'm looking at it. One of the drivers that have picked up the most spots is that number 15 or the 39 if you're following along on the transponder. 4th place runner Mike Brewer out of Pennsylvania has picked up 7 spots since the drop of the green flag, and now he's got to try and run down Ward, Roselli, and Morano, the top 3 drivers in the series. You saw a slider there by Ward. Nice crossover down the back straightaway by Roselli. And now Roselli going to throw a slider down to 3 and 4. Brewer still working the bottom side. Little boop and a bop there into the back end. That number 32 award into the Nerf bars there, the number 7. And now Anthony Roselli, you have company coming to the inside. Big slider coming down at 3 and 4. Clear slider by Damian Ward, and now Roselli going to cross him back over. Roselli will go to the bottom in turn 1. He'll throw the slider. He'll drift it all the way up to the berm, but look at the dig that Dergy Performance number 32 got. Now another slider coming. It's just going to be slider after slider till one of these drivers get a better run off the corner. This time, Damian Ward going to be able to get the great run that time off turn number 4, and then he was able to protect down to turn 1 through a slider. But now, look, here's Mike Brewer. Brewer all over the 7 of Anthony Roselli. Brewer trying to get a great run down the banking that time in 3 and 4. He'll go top shelf down in 1 and 2. Flirting with disaster, these drivers, every time they go into the speedway and go up high. Here comes now Brewer. Brewer will go to the bottom. Will he be able to complete a slider? He won't. He'll hook it right down onto the bottom side. Not able to complete the pass, though. He'll funnel back in line. He'll go to the top side. Down on 1 and 2 again. Down the banking he goes to try and get another run. That number 15 or the 39, if you're whatever you're following along on, if it's scoring or if you're following along on the picture there, the side of that car, number 15. Try it again down in 1. See what Brewer does. Hooks it up off the corner, able to hold serve down into 3. Does he throw the slider? He does. Turn 3, he throws the slider, drifts it right up against that berm. Oh, but he's going to fence it into the wall on the straightaway. Buddy hops it. Goes car number 39 on Mike Brewer. Brewer going to have to get back up on the saddle, back on that horse. Try and drive it like he stole it now with just 19 laps to go because we're halfway into this one. It's Morano, it's Ward, Roselli, Brewer, and Wentz, the top 5 drivers here. Still battling back here pretty hard. That was Bachman and Wheeler a moment ago. They settled it down as Dean Reynolds got around them, and Reynolds now having to try and get around that 0-3 of Speedy Brissett. Brissett has fallen 6 spots here since the drop of the green flag. Him and John Morano have fallen 5. Oh, along with Kelly Wheeler, 5 or more spots here tonight in our feature. Couple drivers making some headway to where they had to start at the back of the field. Daniel Smith has picked up 4. He'll try to go for 5 there. That is Steven Brissett. See the dig. Shocks down on the bottom side of the speedway trying to dig. Get a little loose that time up off the corner. 3-horse race for that 3rd spot with 15 laps to go. It's Roselli, Brewer, and Wentz running nose to tail. Morano and Ward have absolutely checked out. There's the 2nd place runner of Ward, and actually looking at it, last time by, Damian Ward was 0.2 of a second faster than the race leader of Anthony Morano. Looking back off your race leader. 13 laps to go, and that's what it looks like. The G-Stone Motors onboard camera here tonight showing us some great footage. And it's with the race leader. Morano, don't peek over your shoulder because the 32 of Damian Ward is right there. Question is, where is he absolutely better right now? Let's watch it down in 1 and 2. Looks like they're both pretty good. Maybe a little bit of an advantage there to Morano off turn number 2. They're going to see the 10 to go this time. Oh, you can tell Damian Ward much better down in 3 and 4. Morano a little bit better down in 1 and 2. 10 to go. Brewer having some problems. Brewer came down the front straightaway. Looks like he tagged the wall just a little bit, and the car got upset, and he is up over the berm. Looks like Brewer is going to call it a night here with 9 laps to go. He'll head pit side. They're going to see 8 laps to go. It'll be Morano and Ward still nose to tail. They have John Morano out in front. Here comes now Damian Ward. He'll go to the bottom side in 1. He'll throw the slider. Is Anthony Morano able to fire back at him? He is. Morano back to the bottom side. He'll take back the top spot here. Now he'll slide. Half slider. Just enough to get right in front. Contact. Damian Ward got into the bars there of Morano, and now Morano trying to fire back at him. Does he give him a shot in the shorts? He will not, but both drivers going to go to the bottom. It's going to be a slider battle, and it's going to get tight. Oh, a little contact. Damian Ward up into the wall a little bit with that right rear tire. 6 to go, and now a right rear fed by Damian Ward to Morano, and now Ward going to run away and hide with this one. See, as he's going to get 5 laps to go. He'll see the hand waving at the flag stand. It'll be 5 more times around the speedway. Does Morano have anything left in the tank that he can fire back at Damian Ward? It's about 5, 6, 7 car lengths down the back straightaway is the distance between car 1 and car 2. And the laps are going to tick fast here now. The Durgy Dig Performance, number 32 there, Damian Ward. That time by at the line. They were the same identical lap times by the race leaders. We'll take a look at it here. At the line, who was faster of the two that time? Again, identical times at the line for the race leaders, but it looks like Morano closed the gap. He went from about 6, 7 car lengths now to just about 3 car lengths here as they're going to get the old popsicle sticks. Wind them up, toss them up, throw them out. Here we go with just 2 laps to go. Both drivers getting right up to that berm. Something happening to Logan Wentz here. The white silk will fly this time. Final trip around the Speedway. It's all or nothing for Anthony Morano. Can he get back to the number 32 of Ward? Final time into 3. Final time out of turn number 4. Your winner here tonight at Lernerville, Damian Ward, to pick up his second feature win here in Pennsylvania. At Lernerville to be Ward, Morano, Roselli. As Scotty Riome will say, the old-timer, car 555s will come across there into the 4th spot, and Speedy Percent will rebound for a top 5 finish here tonight at Lernerville. So a hard-fought battle. As the driver that picked up our Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering Quick Time Award here tonight will go ahead and pick up our victory. See him, he'll head to victory lane right there on the front straightaway. There's your top 3 finishers. We're going to word in with them here right after this. Don't go anywhere. Hear what they have to say after a great run here tonight at Lernerville.
Everybody has some kind of a hobby, and seems that mine was collecting stuff. I've got to the point where I've had to get rid of some of this, and G-Stone Motors, they didn't take anything in trade. I'd trade my Caterpillar D4D bulldozer for a pickup. I think it's great service for people to trade in something. The G-Stone Motors team is a great group of people that I would recommend to anybody.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont. Here's to our country markets, to the moms and the pops, to the 3 generations strong, to the lifeblood of our communities, for prepping our meals and lending a hand through the good times and challenging times.
I'll be there when you need me. You can count on it every time.
Thank you for always being there for us. Your friends at G-Stone Motors.
Welcome back here to Lernerville race fans. A great feature race. 1 caution flag here in the early portions of this one, and then we raced it out all the way till the end. 3 wide, 4 wide at once. We saw the 5 wide even happen here. We saw a couple drivers up over the berm tonight. A couple of them tail slapping it with that right rear on the only outside wall on the front straightaway. But hey, don't take my word for it, race fans. You saw it. Let's hear what some of these drivers, though, the top 3 have to say after this feature event. What do you say we kick things off with the 3rd place driver here tonight? And that is going to be Roselli. Anthony Roselli, a great run for you, but it seemed like you were just kind of stuck back there tonight between 3rd and 5th position.
Yeah, we really didn't have a whole lot of speed tonight. A lot better than I normally am here, which is, always thankful for that. After the heat race, I knew I really wasn't going to be able to hang with Morano too much unless we had a whole lot of cautions. One caution in a race, you can't really complain about that. It makes for a fun race. That was purely mostly like 30 laps of defense, if I'm going to be honest. I'm not fairly confident here. That restart definitely saved me. That definitely starting on the outside there, and that restart definitely was gave me that 2nd place run for a little bit until Damian caught up and got by me after we're throwing sliders back and forth for a bit there. But I'm just happy to walk away from this with the 3rd place.
So the 3rd place finish here tonight. You were a little bit ways back. 2 races left, and what's the goal here with 2 races left? You're sitting about, it's going to be about 60 some points out here after tonight.
Just have good runs, honestly, at this point. Nothing at this point in the season, and when you're kind of that far out, there's nothing really you can do besides just have a good run, because you never know what could happen to those 2 other guys, like what happened at Charlotte. Like, you never know. So you just gotta do what you do, come prepared like you always do, and have another good, consistent night.
Well, hey, what do you say we let you get out of here? I hear the beeping back there, maybe some food. I hope it's something good for me, too. But, hey, a great run for you here tonight. Who's on the side of the 7?
Yeah, fiance just finished up dinner, but, yeah, no, I'd like to thank Sean and Logan Herbert over at Public Enemy Setup Shop. They do amazing things over there. They help everyone out, all of our drivers out really, really awesomely. Vancicle Electric, Hollywood Hoeing and Auto, Mobile Metals, 5L Enterprises, Snyder's Construction, Fastline Performance, Lowest Carbs, Accurate Collision. Gotta thank you, Roger, Rob, and Dean for all of you putting this on and doing such a good job with it. And I have such a good time here on Tuesday nights.
There you hear it. He had fun tonight. Now he's going to go eat. And race fans, all of you are invited over to Anthony Roselli's house. I'm sure it's going to be something good. He laughs, but I'm sure it's going to be something good.
You're invited over, Roger.
I'll be right over. Give me about 10 minutes. I'll be there. There you have it, though. Anthony Roselli tonight. He's one hungry guy. Finishes P number 3. The driver that finishes 1 spot better than him in the Smurf machine. Morano, a great run for you, leading, well, all but just the last handful of laps here tonight. The car was set on rails. What happened at the end?
A little, just close racing. I mean, I know Damien was a little faster than I was, so I was trying to just hit my marks and cut under him when he was throwing sliders. And I think the biggest distraction I had, honestly, was a couple guys in Discord were telling me how Damien and Anthony were throwing sliders there. And from what I was watching in the mirror while they were doing it, it looked like a lot more fun than I was having, to be honest. That looked like a blast. Hey, racing's racing. We'll go on to wherever we're going next week and see what happens.
You came into the night 34 points behind. You're going to leave. I believe it's now 38 points is the deficit here tonight. Just a handful of races left. What do we need?
We're going to need some luck. That's definitely going to be it. It's all going to come down to some luck here. Hopefully, things just fall our way, and we'll see what happens.
Well, I'll let you rub my bald head. Some people tell me it's good luck.
I have to take their word for it.
I don't blame you on that one, but a great run for you here tonight, Anthony. Let's see who's on the side of the Smurf machine.
Yeah. Again, DJ did an awesome job on this thing from DJ Sim Shop, but gotta thank my wife Sherry, teammates at FTM, Swan Speed, Super Dare Car, Expert Insulation, Hi Mom Lens, GripPack.com, MDI TV, Roger, you for doing a broadcast, and Rob and Dino for doing everything here for us in 802.
He said it's hard-nosed racing out there for these drivers, and, well, we'll have to see what he has next week. Anthony Morano finishes P number 2, and the driver that will finish 1 spot ahead of him, it's going to be car number 32. Back-to-back wins here the past 2 weeks for you, Damien. The car, new sponsors, same old song and dance.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have the greatest heat race. I kind of qualified really good. Invert kind of set us back a little bit. Screwed around on the last lap a little bit, cost myself a position. But, I mean, you got to try things, right?
That's what the heat race is all for, because when it comes time for the big dance right here, well, you looked pretty solid. You worked that inside lane, you went right to the outside lane, and then you ran down the race leader. Morano there. Tell us about the battle you had brewing there. Slide job after slide job for the race lead.
Oh, I mean, the battle with Roselli was pretty fun. I think we threw some sliders with Harold, too. Speedy Brissett, he was fun to race with as well. Once we were able to kind of clear out ahead of that, Morano had probably about a second lead on us, and we were able to just kind of reel it in. And I threw a slider, and I seen he was getting ready to throw him back. I thought, oh, I'm going to block it. And we got into a little bit of contact. I kind of got all out of shape and overshot turn 1, fed him a door. But I don't know, it's racing. It's really hard racing. Me and I'd never intentionally wreck him. Not a fan of how that turned out. I wish we would have been able to continue to throw sliders, but I love slider battles, so I kind of like the hard rough riding and all that. But definitely didn't mean to hit him as hard as I did. I kind of blipped the throttle as soon as I realized contact was going to happen, but it was too late. After that, I kind of just got out front. I was a little distracted, and I stopped hitting my marks. I was kind of frustrated with the fact that that happened. I'd never do that intentionally. I wasn't very proud of it. I'm still not very proud of it. But we'll hang our heads low and continue on to next week.
So what you're saying is you'd rather wreck your mom over Murano for the win?
Oh! I'd rather not wreck anybody. I'm not a dirty driver. Maybe if it was like Walton, yeah. Or maybe
Or say Dean Reynolds.
No, Dean's my man. Dean's my buddy. I don't know. There's a few people I'd do it to, but I don't drive people rough until they drive me rough. And I wanted to apologize to Anthony, but we came back live, so a little quicker than planned. But yeah, no, Anthony, I'm sorry about that. Shit happens. I'm sorry about that, man.
Well, great run.
Racing.
See, he's right there. He hears you. He hears you loud and clear. But hey, a great run for you, Damien. What do you say we roll the red carpet out? It's dirty from you last week. Yeah, we didn't even shampoo it, but hey, put a little more dirt on it, and microphone's yours. Tell us who you got.
We got to thank Caleb Durgan over at DDPC. He's been a great help to us this season, new build. We got to thank HBR, D-Wood Photography, Elmo Speed Supply, Dab Towing and Recovery, G-Money Motors, Ham Lettering. Nick Ham always has these things looking beautiful. Bulkus Consulting. My father for watching, my grandmother's watching, everybody that watches. I got to thank Anthony's, both the Anthony's for the great racing, you for the stream, Rob and Dean for the league, and everybody put on a good race. I think we only had one caution right there.
One caution it was.
Oh yeah, I got to thank all the guys. I mean, we're having a great time. Definitely a lot of fun. Yeah, well, we'll just kind of roll on to next week, keep our heads low, and call it a day.
There you hear it. Damian Ward here tonight, picking up another win here with the series. It'll be win number 10 on the season for the driver of that number 32. So you heard from Ward, you heard from Morano, you heard from Roselli. Those are your top 3 drivers here tonight as we get ready to wrap things up here from Lernerville. So with that being said, where does that lead us? Well, that leads us with just 2 races left in the season here, and that battle is still within reach. It's still going to come down to Ward, Morano, Roselli on the outside right now, just barely hanging on to having enough points to be able to possibly throw his helmet into the ring. We're heading to Volusia next week before we wrap things up at the dirt track at Charlotte. So with just 2 races left in the season, we're going to have to see what these drivers have in store for us. But a great race here at Lernerville. It's going to wrap things up here in Pennsylvania. We will not be back here to Lernerville anymore this season. What a shame for me, right? It's one of our home state tracks here, and it always puts on a good show here with the series. But that's going to wrap things up here from Lernerville for everybody at G-Stone Motors, everybody at the 802i Racing League, and all of us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We hope you enjoyed tonight's virtual show here from the Lernerville Speedway. And until we catch you next time, race fans, everybody stay safe. And we'll see you in Turn 3.
I'm Jake McDonough, one of the co-owners of Woodware. I work with Drew and my dad Brian, and we've been here for a long time. We have a great relationship with G-Stone Motors. They've always taken great care of us. I remember when I was a kid riding in G-Stone box trucks. The G-Stone service department has been great. They get us back on the road as soon as we need. If we don't have our vehicles, we're not doing business, and so they always make sure that we're able to operate, at our highest level. It's been a great relationship.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.